Hi guys, welcome back to another Overthrow Disc Golf video. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we are going to go over one of the mistakes that I see that causes early reach back / plant brace timing problems. Let's get started.
Drop.
So this has come up in a lot of my lessons, obviously, and my daily form reviews. You can check that tier out here. So I'm not talking about this issue where you turn backwards in your X step. That does cause a similar problem, but that is not the issue that we're talking about today. If you want any clarification on that, I recommend you check out this X step video on the channel. So grab your slow motion video. The problem that we're looking for looks a little something like this. Okay, so the big issue here is that you get extended super early, but look how far my foot still has to go before it's planted. Right now, I have to wait for an eternity, and once people get that toe down after waiting so long, they usually throw. So they usually end up in this position where they go from here to here, right? So my toe is down, but my foot is not planted. And so, but I'm already at full reach back, right? I'm just chomping at the bit. Kid on Christmas Day waiting to kind of open this present here. So once that toe touches, they pull and they get here. Well, you don't have anything to throw against until your foot's down. So essentially, you just wasted all of this time from here to here. So this is probably something that you've heard before, but kind of ideal timing regarding distance form. So when we're talking about throwing the disc efficiently, not approach shots, not touch shots or anything like that. When we're talking about efficient drive form, we want to see the foot planted about the time that you're at peak extension. And we don't want you to throw before that. So look at AB here, look at the foot down, and look at where his coil is at. Full extension. Anything less than max distance, he doesn't have to be this efficient on, right? But you want to be maximally efficient somewhere in your form so that you can dial it back, right? If you don't throw 400 feet, you don't have the option to be inefficient at 375, right? You need to be maximally efficient. When you throw 700 feet like AB, you can be inefficient at 450, 500, right? So just a little caveat there, but that would be, we see in distance competitions, the maximally efficient form. So we're gonna work on that maximally efficient form and let it flow back into the lower levels of our throw, the lower speeds of our throw, I should say. Now, with that being said, what is the solution to this problem? I think the defining characteristic of this issue would be the lack of drift in the upper body, or where the head is at through the X step into the plant. So notice here in my video where my head goes through the X step. Notice that it stays over top of my left foot. Once my left foot goes down, my head hangs there as I step, and I keep my head over my trail foot as I step, right? So my weight is here. But notice AB. I'm actually going to use his non-distance competition throw. This is just his warm-up, just like a casual upper 70s throw. So not his normal 87 distance comp throw. And what you'll notice is that first, his head stays over his belly button for the most part. And second, once he goes through his X step, his head and his belly button continue to drift forward. So they don't get stopped. So I'll show you here what that looks like kind of as we walk through. So here's the bad one. Here, and now I'm gonna keep my head here, not drift, plant. My weight is here. My center is over my left foot. So instead, I'd like to drift and coil at the same time. This is tough when you start adding the coil. Most people go like this as they coil back. You have to continue to let your center drift forward. Important to try to keep the head over the belly button. I'm gonna reference that as the center, just for ease. If you're really struggling with this, there's always the option for lessons, which if you're really struggling with something, why waste your time trying to fix it on your own, right? I've been doing this a while. And to be quite frank, it would be much faster if you let me help you. no guarantees of throwing AB distances. Here's a little progression for you. Okay, I like to start here. I like to just stand on one leg. Just checking if you guys could do that. And then just go to both legs, right? Naturally, when we do this, we're gonna drift. Probably none of you at home are going like this. We're not dipping our toe into the pool water to check it out. We're going all in. Now, this is where things get weird for people. Once I start doing that with a coil, people like to go like this. Remember this feeling. Do this a couple times, this drift, and then do it with a turn. All right, this is your chewing gum and walking at the same time. Simple, not necessarily easy for everybody, okay? Here, there, and then work through your X step. If you were to only see your upper body, you should see this. You should just see duck on the water, right? You don't see the feet moving. They're just gliding up top. So you want to glide like the pros glide. And then you can tell when I planted because my center stopped, right? And that's when we want it to stop. We want it to just all the way forward until chink, you lock in the brace, right? And then your center stops and you don't want it to go forward anymore until the follow through. Again, with the full walk up, we're here, gliding, 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 gliding. You're on ice, right? Whatever image you can get to keep your upper body moving until that plant. I hope that is helpful for you guys. It's been helpful for a lot of people, even Ben Kinney's, who is the one that runs the disc golf expos, such as Disc East. We are actually going to be there this year. We've got some fun things prepared for that. We're gonna keep it under wraps until we finalize a couple things, but we are going officially. So if you're gonna be there, let us know. We'd love to see you. Until next time, peace out.